and Rodney, with Julie Neat, and Suzanne de la Mer, without a D. Perfect.
Gentlemen, the Dangerfield Brothers Comedy Show.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm coming. Don't push me.
come on, you're going to fall off the stage at least once in your career, huh? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. It's nice to be here.
What a crowd.
What a crowd. Hey, what a crowd.
Great. I love it out here. How you doing, pal?
Hey, I'm okay now. I'm okay now. But last week, let me tell you, boy, things were rough. Yeah, rough, I tell you.
How rough were they?
Well, let me tell you how rough they actually were.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Rodney Dangerfield. You want me to read that?
No, Suzanne's going to read it for us.
Oh, I thought she already did.
Well, she's going to read it again. No, she's good.
Well, keep going, pal.
Yeah, we are the Dangerfield twins. Hey, come on.
We're Dangerfield twins?
Yes, we are the Dangerfield.
You know, it was bad enough being as ugly as I was when I was born.
Well, I'm okay now, but let me tell you, boy, last week things were rough. They were rough last week.
How rough were they?
Yeah, well, it was
too bad.
It was bad. I'll tell you, it was bad. Let me tell you. I went to see my psychiatrist. He told me I was crazy. I said, "What, Doc? I want a second opinion." He looked at me and said, "Okay, I think you're ugly too."
Oh, God. At least he had good taste.
Yeah.
You know, what is it? Well, I tell you, don't get any respect either.
No
I
respect.
called the suicide hotline, they put me on hold.
Yeah, no respect.
And then they finally answered, and the person tried to talk me into it.
Well, did it work?
Yeah. You're talking to a corpse.
Yeah, I broke up with my psychiatrist last week. Yeah, this afternoon I told him, I said, "Doc, I got suicidal tendencies." He said, "Okay, from now on I want you to pay me in advance."
Oh, that's I told my wife the truth way back then that I was seeing a psychiatrist.
Yeah.
And so she told me the truth. She was seeing a psychiatrist and a butcher and two guys down the street. So,
Yeah, I know all those guys, but you got some good-looking kids. Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
You're lucky. You gotta respect. You're lucky your wife cheats on you.
yeah, I see that. But I kept the ones with the wallet that came in the wallet. I walked in on my wife. She was on the couch with a pool boy.
With a pool boy?
Yeah, well,
Oh.
she said the first thing she said was, "Pool boy." She said, "Don't tell your brother."
Well, you never tell your wife. You never tell your wife that she's bad in bed. Never.
Why is that?
Because she'll go out and find a second opinion.
Second opinion.
No respect. No respect. It's tough. I get no respect. No respect at
I
all.
was feeling rough last
That's
week.
tough.
I went with my physician, my doctor. You know my doctor, Dr.
Doc.
Vinny Boombatz.
Oh, yeah, no.
Anyway, he said, what did he say to me? Am I following instructions? He said, I said, "Listen, Doc, I'm taking Viagra and prune juice. I don't know if I'm coming or going."
Well, it's tough.
So I'm reading this. I'm sorry. I'm sitting there butt naked and the nurse opens the door. I said, "Doctor," she goes, "Doctor, there's a patient on the phone. He's invisible." The doctor said, "Tell him I can't see him right now."
Oh, no respect. No respect at all. It's tough out there being a doctor. Dr. Vinny Boots.
Yeah. No
Yeah, I said,
respect.
"Doc, every morning I wake up, I look in the mirror, I want to throw up."
Yeah, well, what did he say?
He said, "There's nothing wrong with it. I know it. Your eyesight is perfect." Oh, it's rough. It's rough. It's rough. One time I saw him, he gave me a bottle of sleeping pills. He said, "Take one of these every time you wake up."
I took a whole bottle the other night. I called him and he said, "Have a couple of drinks and get some rest."
Yeah, well, he told me I drink too much.
How much do you drink?
Well, last time I gave him a urine sample, it had an olive in it. I don't know what happened there. It's tough, man.
Oh, that's a Jay-Z joke. You can see that, yeah. Well, my doctor performed surgery on a friend of mine.
Surgery?
Yeah, he amputated his entire left side.
His left side.
Well, he's all right now.
Oh, he's all right now. Well, that's good. I tell you, I don't get no respect at all. It's tough out
With
there.
act, this is act. You shouldn't get
No,
any
I
respect.
shouldn't. Last night my wife met me at the front door. She was wearing a sexy negligee.
Oh, that's nice.
No,
How
the
do you
only
feel?
trouble was she was coming home.
Ooh. That's like last week I bought a used car. I found my wife's dress in the back seat.
Oh, I knew we were doomed from the start. I knew it when we got married. I'm a earth sign and she's a water sign. And together we made mud.
You know, in our days when we were dating, everybody was a sign. What sign are you? You know, I'm a Taurus. Every girl I've met, I was under the same sign. For rent.
Well, on my wedding day, that was a beauty. I went to put the ring on. She gave me the wrong finger.
Ooh, that's tough.
Yeah, it's rough, man. I don't get no respect.
Well, my wife, she's the worst cook in the world. She's a terrible cook. In my house, we pray after we eat.
My wife, I haven't spoken to her in years. No, I didn't want to interrupt her.
My wife, she's so stuck on herself, when we have sex, she calls out her own name.
Oh, you think you got it rough? Oh, you think you got it rough? Last week, my house was on fire. She told the kids, shh, be quiet, you don't want to wake up Daddy.
Ooh, hunka, burning love.
Yes, indeed.
There you go.
Okay.
We got more to do on this thing? Are we
No, it's like,
shit.
It's coming to the end of it.
Yeah, well, that's a good thing.
Well, you know, I don't get no respect at all. None. It's rough out here.
And you wonder why.
It's rough in show business, I'll tell you. Oh, I'll tell you, it's rough. It's rough all over.
How rough is
I don't get no respect at all.
You know, when I think of the amount of women I had to sleep to get to where I am today?
Yeah, well, maybe you can work your way back.
Yeah. Work my way back?
Well, you know.
I don't do that, Kyle.
Yeah, just remember who you step on the way up, because you're going to need them on the way
You're
back.
going to step on them the way down.
Yeah. So I put, my wedding day. You know, I can't remember that.
Okay, we're here then. Are you sure we're not getting to the end of this?
We're taping this for CBS News.
Oh, I see. Hi. I can't think of a thing to say.
That's okay, you can read this.
Okay, I'll read this.
Not
My
that
wife, I haven't spoke to in years. My wife, I haven't spoke to. She wants to interrupt her. Oh, no, we didn't do that one.
Okay, it was funny the first time.
No, it wasn't that funny.
Comedy's all about timing, Joe.
Last week, my house was on fire.
No, we told that joke.
Yeah, no, but you were there. What about group sex?
Group sex? Are you kidding? What group sex? Yeah, I had group sex. My wife, she screwed me in front of the jury. Oh, it's tough out there. Tough. I don't get no respect.
You got a dog at home?
A dog?
I mean, you know, man's best friend.
Yeah, you know, man's best friend. I got a dog, but with my dog, I get no respect. No respect at all. He keeps barking at the door.
Well, you know, dogs do that.
Well, he doesn't want to go out. He wants me to leave.
Dogs are smarter than you think.
It's tough, I'll tell you. It's tough. But I learned something important from that mutt. Always look out for number one.
That's an important thing. Look out for number one.
And try real hard not to step in number two. Say, when you were a kid, did you have a dog to play with?
When I was a kid,
yeah,
I had
a dog. You know, a dog. Man's best friend.
When I was a kid, we were so poor that if I hadn't been a boy, I would have had nothing to play with.
Oh, I was really poor when I was a kid. It was tough. On my birthday, my daddy, old man, he showed me a picture of a birthday cake. I spent all day over there trying to blow out the candles. It was rough, I'll tell you, it was rough.
I told my son, he goes, you're young, you got nothing upstairs. He goes, you're old, you got nothing downstairs.
Yeah. When you were born, the doctor came out and said to your father, I'm very sorry, but we did everything we could. The kid pulled through.
Yeah, is that right? The doctor said that perhaps he's like a treasure.
Yeah.
You should bury it.
You know, you think you had it rough. When I was a kid, I played in the sandbox. It was tough. The cat kept covering me up.
Oh, that's a shitty joke. That's a shitty joke.
Meow, yeah.
Meow.
I had plenty of
Meow, what do we got? No, I don't like that one.
Okay,
I prefer the one where it says, my mother never breastfed me as a child.
Oh, no.
She said she liked me as a friend.
Oh, I like you as a friend, too. Yeah, okay, but I'm not going to breastfeed you. Once I was lost, I asked a policeman. I said, Mr. Policeman, can you help me find my parents?
Oh, they're very helpful sometimes.
He said, do you think we'll ever find them? And the cop said, I don't know, kid. There's a lot of places they might be hiding. No respect at all. It's tough.
I remember the time I was kidnapped.
You were kidnapped?
I was kidnapped, and the kidnappers sent a piece of my finger back to my dad, but he refused to pay the ransom.
No.
He said he wanted more proof.
Well, I'll give you more proof. Stick that thing back up there. I'll send him something. I could tell that my parents hated me. They hated me. My bath toys. It was a toaster, a radio, and a blow dryer. Yeah. It was rough being a kid in my house. Rough, I'll tell you, rough. Oh, yeah.
The time I asked my old man if I could go ice skating.
On a lake?
Yeah, on a lake.
On a lake.
And he told me to wait till it warmed up a little.
I asked my father. I said, Dad, how can I get my kite up in the air. He said, look, son, just run off a cliff.
And you never listened to him.
Your uncle.
You never listened to him. Oh, and my uncle's dying wish is that I would sit on his lap. He's a weird uncle.
That's nice.
But no, he was in the electric chair.
Oh, no respect at all. It's tough. It's tough out there. Let me fix your tie. I know I'm ugly, and I don't try to hide it anymore. I stuck my head out the window. I got arrested for mooning.
Good thing it wasn't cold. It would have been a blue moon.
Oh, blue moon. Last Halloween, a kid, he tried to rip my face off. He thought it was a mask.
Yeah. At least he didn't try to rip your moon off.
Well, it's different now. I open the door, the kids give me candy. It's great. No respect there. No respect there.
Keep going. You
All
got them. They're hooked.
Hey, I know I'm ugly. I know how to make a girl say yes. I asked her, excuse me, ma'am, am I bothering you? Girl phoned me the other day. She said, yeah, there's nobody home. Why don't you come on over? I went on over. There was nobody home.
Okay. I was making love to this girl and she started crying.
Oh.
And I said, are you going to hate yourself in the morning? She goes, no, I hate myself now.
Oh, jeez, it's horrible. It's tough out there. Today, a man knocked on my door. He said he was collecting donations for the local swimming pool. So I went in the kitchen and got him a glass of water.
You're a saint. You're a saint.
Yeah,
You're doing a great job combing your hair.
thank you.
Impressive how you're able to hide your horns.
Yeah, well, this guy, he wanted to do an exorcism, an emergency exorcism. He said, go in the kitchen and make some holy water.
Why do you do that?
Holy water? That's not how you make holy water.
how do you
He
make
says
holy
you go in the kitchen, boil the hell out of it. That's tough, man. Okay, almost done.
Last week I went to the, where?
Hardware store.
I went to the hardware store to
Yeah.
get some rat poison.
Rat poison.
The girl asked me, she goes, would you like this to go or you want to heat it here?
Yeah, you get a double portion.
Not that funny.
Well, I told the girl last time I saw a mouth like yours that had a hook in it.
There's no way to talk to a hooker.
But just remember, ladies and gentlemen, before you criticize someone, you must walk a mile in their shoes.
That's right, because after a mile, you're a mile away and you got their shoes, so you know what the fuck.
Say, Rodney, do you have any idea how we can, end this show?
How we can end this show? I really wish I did.
Yeah,
you got any idea?
I got an idea. I went down to the local magician. He told me how to vanish on the count of 3. He says, uno, dos, and I disappeared without a trace. Good night, kids. Thank you very much.
What a crowd, what a crowd. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you guys are great. Buy the album.
From Hollywood, Victor Rodney Dangerfield and Squire